Hey guys, welcome to another lesson on force and motion and simple machines. Today we're finally getting to the simple machine part because today you will be able to identify and describe the 6 different simple machines. You'll also be able to sort the 6 different kinds of simple machines into the correct category. So let's just review really fast. By now you should know that force is the push or pull on an object. Now, this is a new word for today. The word is work. You've probably heard that word before, and you've probably done it before. Work is the moving of some object using force, so using that push or pull. Remember the other kinds of force that we've learned as well? Can you think of them? What else could you use to do some work? Gravity is another kind of force, right? Friction, spring force, magnetism. Yep, all of those are different kinds of forces, including, as we know, push and pull. So, you might already know this. Doing work takes energy, and too much work will make you tired. That's why we have machines. A machine is a tool that helps us do work. A simple machine is a machine with few to no moving parts. Every day we use simple machines and we might not even know it. Simple machines make work easier by allowing us to push or pull over increased distances, so over a long space, okay? A simple machine uses a force to do work against a load, something that is lifted or moved, force. There are 6 different kinds of simple machines: screw, pulley, wedge, lever, inclined plane, and wheel and axle. Let's look more closely at those kinds now. A lever helps you lift or pry things open or apart more easily. This is a lever right here. So, a lever is made of a stiff bar that rests on a fulcrum. The bar is the part of the lever that moves, and the fulcrum does not move. It makes your job easier by helping you lift or pry things open apart more easily. Here are some real life examples: a screwdriver, a pry bar, or even a seesaw is a type of lever. Okay, so let's look at this a little bit more closely. We learned that this middle part that doesn't move is called a fulcrum. The work that you're trying to do, you're trying to move this load more easily than just with your arms. It's a lot of work. So you have to put effort on this side. So you would push on this side of the lever to get the load, the weight, to go up. It balances, the stiff bar balances on this fulcrum, and it allows you to more easily lift that weight. If you think of a seesaw, you might be able to picture it a little bit better. One person pushes down with all their weight and the other person goes up. Another kind of simple machine is an inclined plane. Inclined planes help you move heavy objects to a lower or higher place. We could also describe it as a flat surface that is higher on one end. It makes the job easier by moving an object to a lower or higher place. Here are some examples. This is a ramp. Yep, helps you move the box to a lower place. And this is a slide. You climb to the top and you slide down it. It's much easier than anything else. So, another kind of simple machine is a wedge. Wedges help you push 2 objects apart, cut an object into pieces, or hold an object into place. You can kind of see a wedge here that this guy's putting underneath the car. It's helping keep that car in place. It helps it not slide down. Might have seen your dad do that if he's ever working on a car at your house. So again, wedges are made up of 2 inclined planes that form together to create one sharp edge. There's the sharp edge right there. It helps you push 2 objects apart or cut an object into pieces. It can also hold objects in place. Some examples are the tire wedge, like I just said, your dad might use that to help work on a car, a knife, or even an axe. Another kind of simple machine is a screw. Screws help you hold objects together. hold objects down, or create holes. So how does a screw work? It's made from an inclined plane that winds around a cylinder. It has ridges, unlike a nail. See how you can see how it's winding around here? Nails don't have that. They're just straight metal. So a screw is a special kind of simple machine. How does a screw make the job easier? Well, it holds the object in place, holds it together. It can also create holes. A screw is an example of this, but also light bulbs. Light bulbs have screws at the end of them. See this right here at the bottom of our light bulb? That's a screw. It helps keep our light bulb in place. Another kind of simple machine is a wheel and axle. Wheel and axles helps you move or turn objects. A wheel and axle has two parts, the wheel and the axle. The axle is the rod that goes through the wheel and helps the wheel turn. How does a wheel and axle make a job easier? Well, it helps you to move or turn things. You might see a wheel and axle on a pair of roller skates. At the bottom, it's got wheels and it has a stiff bar that goes through it, keeping it in place. Another one is a hand crank mixer. There's a wheel right there. And it's got an axle through it where you can turn it to turn the mixers. And the most obvious one here is a doorknob. This doorknob is a wheel and it's held in place by an axle. We turn it to open the door. A pulley is another kind of simple machine. It helps you move objects up, down, or sideways. A pulley is made up of a wheel and a rope. The rope fits into the wheel and is part of the rope is attached to an object. When you pull on one side of the pulley, the wheel will turn and the object will move up, down, or sideways. How does a pulley make our life easier? Well, it helps you move an object up, down, or sideways, and they're good for moving objects in hard to reach places. An example of a pulley is a fishing rod, an actual pulley that you might see in real life, pulling something up like maybe a bucket, and a flagpole uses a pulley. You pull it and it actually drags the flag up to the top of the pole. So now it's your turn to sort out the types of simple machines in the right place. Move the object to where it belongs. Next, you might want to watch this video to recap on simple machines, or you might remember some things that I've said, okay? Answer them in this box to the side here. And then if you still have some time, you might want to do this simple machine word search. Okay, when you find the word, you're going to click on the paint bucket. So you have to click in it first, whichever one that you think is right. You click it, and then you click the paint bucket, and you can color it whatever color. I'm going to color it purple. So I click the purple button. It's loading. It's going to load here. And now my space is purple. I'm going to undo that just so that you guys have it clean when you do it. Okay, maybe it doesn't undo like that. Oh my, it took me very far back. Okay, so that's your assignment for today. Sort them out into the correct place, and then answer these questions. Finally, if you were able to, do this word search. All right, guys, go give it a try now.